Planning an ABC Islands cruise, or just want to see what a week on board the Carnival Horizon looks like? Then this video is for you. I'll be taking you through our day-to-day experiences of the ship and the islands we visited, while also showing you the spaces you'll see the most. Think of this as a mix of daily vlog and ship tour, sharing the real moments, the helpful details, and a visual of what to expect. So let's get started with Embarkation Day. Welcome to Embarkation Day aboard the Carnival Horizon. Day 1 kicked off perfectly. Our flight was smooth, boarding the ship was easy, and we were ready to enjoy the next 8 days on this ABC Islands cruise. The first thing we always do is the mandatory safety demonstration, just to get it out of the way so vacation can fully begin. After that, we headed to the Lido deck for lunch and that first look at the ship. Once we finished eating and snapped a few photos, the staterooms had opened, so we made our way to our cabin to unpack, settle in, and finally relax. We had an ocean suite for this cruise, but I've already done a full tour, so if you'd like to see more, make sure to watch that video next. I will leave a link in the description below. Because we had an early flight, I was pretty tired, so I decided to rest out on the balcony for the afternoon. I'd normally check out the sail away party around 4 p.m., but I just wasn't feeling it that day, so I sat, read, and watched the sail away right from our balcony instead. Quick note about the sail away party. I've heard people say that Carnival is a party ship, and from my experience, yes, Carnival knows how to throw a party, and the sail away party is fantastic if that's what you are looking for. But you absolutely do not have to participate. There are plenty of quieter spaces if you'd rather stay away from the crowd. It's your vacation and you get to choose how you want to experience it. Sometimes I join in and sometimes I watch from a distance, and honestly, either option is perfect. That evening, we enjoyed dinner in the Reflections restaurant, which is the place to go if you choose the assigned dining option. I will show you the other dining room for the Your Time option dining in a bit. But we've personally enjoyed the assigned dining time because we get the same table and staff every night. Our waiter on this cruise was fantastic. On the very first night, he came out dancing with props, and it reminded me of the good old days of the dining room entertainment on Carnival ships. We are now entering the Meridian restaurant, which is where you will go if you choose the Your Time dining option. This option gives you more flexibility since you're not on a set schedule and can head to dinner whenever you're ready. You do need to check in on the Carnival Hub app though, and it will notify you when your table is ready. There are also some specialty dining options available in the evening on the Horizon, including the sushi, pasta, and steakhouse restaurants, but those come with an extra fee. We chose to eat in the main dining room every night, so I don't have any personal experience or reviews to share on those specialty spots. After dinner, we went to the casino for a quick visit before heading to bed. It ended up being an early night. A quick note about the ship tour content. Most of the clips you will see of the interior spaces and outer decks have minimal people around, and not everything is open. That's because I filmed all of the ship footage on a port day, when most of the guests were off the ship, which made it much easier to capture everything with minimal crowds. The atrium with its constantly changing and colorful funnel is my favorite part of the ship. You can view it from 3 levels, but the lower level with the bar is my favorite place to hang out and chill. They usually have the string trio playing here or have a theme party in the evenings. Perfect mix of relaxing and fun. Good morning and welcome to day 2, our first sea day of this journey. I started the day as I always do, watching the horizon, reading, and relaxing in the sea breeze. It's always so inviting and peaceful. For breakfast, we went to the dining room again for the served brunch option. On sea days, you can choose between the dining room or the buffet up on the Lido deck. We enjoyed the dining room brunch because it avoids the crowds. They have a parfait that we enjoy, and it's such a nice way to start the day together as a family. And if you choose to do the brunch option, you will need to sign in on the Carnival Hub app and it will let you know when your table is ready. That afternoon, I did a little bit of work out on the balcony and ended up getting an awesome wild hairdo photo. I didn't capture any other content until this picture of my dinner, so I'm guessing it was a very relaxing day. After dinner, we went to the Limelight Lounge to check out a punchliner comedy act. We are fans of watching the comedians on Carnival, and it's something we end up doing most nights. They offer a mix of rated R and family-friendly comedy acts. Be sure to check out the Hub app for exact times and details. Typically, the family-friendly shows are scheduled earlier in the evening. Day 3, our second sea day on the way to our first port, started the same way, with balcony views and breakfast in the dining room. After that, we went to the Wave Show, which is a live morning show hosted by the cruise director and played on the big screen on the outer decks. We check it out every once in a while. They talk about ship life, chat with crew members, and share a mix of fun, random things.
Because if you're new to the program, welcome on in. It's a little game called Bean Boozled or Jelly Bean Roulette, where there's a good jelly bean and a bad jelly bean, and you can't tell the difference until it's in your mouth. All right, fellas, pick your jelly bean. Licorice! Yeah!
That means I got the bad
I
one.
feel good. You never know, there's many in there.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, Brady. Persevere.
Yep, that one. That one. That tastes like the bottom of like a Firestone shop. Oh. Y'all ever been to a Firestone? Y'all know what it smells like in there? The tire shop? That's what that tastes like. Oh.
After the Wave Show, we headed to the Diamond Luncheon, a special invite-only event they host for Diamond guests. And wow, we were spoiled. I'm not entirely sure what this perk will look like in 2026 when they make the changes, or if it will even remain, but for now we took full advantage. The service was incredible and the meal was absolutely fantastic. That afternoon, we spent some time in the arcade and then caught a movie in the IMAX theater. That's one of the things I love about this ship. You can watch a first-run movie in an actual IMAX theater while you're literally in the middle of the ocean. Only 2 Carnival ships have this feature, and the Horizon is one of them. That evening, we headed to the dining room for our scheduled dinner. The meal was fantastic, as always, and we ended up chatting and becoming friends with the people at the table next to us. They told us about their uniquely shaped Havana cabin and the amazing view they had. When they found out that I create YouTube content, they offered to show us their room and even let me film it so that I could share it with you. The Havana staterooms on Carnival ships have their own unique look and decor, plus a private outdoor Havana area that's wristband access only. There's also a Havana bar, which I absolutely adore the decor of, and that is open to everyone. If you are interested in that room tour and a look at the Havana outdoor space, it's already live, so check that out next. I will leave the link in the description below. Day 4, we made it to our first stop, Aruba. I had been here before and was excited to visit again because it's beautiful. I also knew that it's an easy place to explore without an excursion, which is our favorite way to experience a port. Since the ship docks right in the city, many things are walkable. We headed out on foot and came across the Renaissance Hotel that is known for its private flamingo beach. We also found tons of shopping and even a public beach where we stopped for a rest and beers. I created a full video highlighting our day and the route to the beach, so if you're planning a trip to Aruba, definitely check out that video next. That evening, we went to dinner, and weirdly, I only took pictures of my drink and dessert. The chocolate martini is my favorite dinner companion, and quick tip, the banana split is technically on the kids' menu, but adults can request it too. And after dinner, we made our way to the main theater for Deal or No Deal, which was a fun way to end the day. Day 5 was Bonaire. This was our first time visiting, so we had no idea what to expect. We wandered into the nearby village to look around, but that didn't take long to explore, so we decided to take a tour with one of the operators just outside the cruise center. They took us to the south side of the island, stopping at a few unique spots, but the one that stood out to me the most was the Salt Flats, such an unexpected and wonderful spot. If you want to see more of that tour and the cruise port, make sure to check out the video I created highlighting Bonaire. When we got back to the ship, we stopped for a drink at the atrium. My favorite Carnival cocktails are the Mocha Chocolate Getaway, the Kiss on the Lips, and the Twilight Zone, which is the one pictured here. After finishing our drinks, we got changed and headed to dinner. The evening entertainment was Family Feud in the theater, and witnessing a beautiful sunset over Bonaire. Alright, I'm going to show you one of my favorite things about Carnival cruising, and that is Towel Takeover Day. It's so adorable. I am out late, so I think they've taken some of the stuff away, and not all cruise ships do the same amount. Oh, the family. After taking photos of the towel animals, we headed out to explore Curacao, our last port of the cruise. Curacao is such a beautiful stop with colorful buildings and so much charm. It's another port where you can easily spend hours walking around on your own with plenty of shops, restaurants, and attractions right near the cruise center, including the famous floating Queen Emma pedestrian bridge that connects both sides of the city. We decided to just wander and enjoy a relaxed day with no real plan or end goal. If you'd like to see more from this stop, including helpful details about the bridge and walking route, be sure to check out my dedicated What to Expect in Curacao video. After exploring Curacao, we headed back to the ship and checked out the Lido Buffet for lunch. Quick tip, the Horizon has gelato. It can be found at the buffet, but only during lunch hours. Soft serve ice cream is available 24/7, but I personally enjoy the gelato more. I didn't see anything at the buffet that I really wanted that day, so I grabbed shrimp tacos from Blue Iguana Cantina, the included Mexican eatery that's open for breakfast and lunch. I've never tried it for breakfast, so I can't speak much to that, but at lunch they offer burritos and tacos. Another quick tip, there are 2 separate lines, one for burritos and one for tacos. And even though shrimp isn't listed as a protein option on the menu, it's usually available if you ask. evening, we went to dinner in the main dining room at our assigned time and then headed to the main theater for the Amor Cubano show, a Latin-themed dance and live band production. And because I love Cuba, you know I couldn't miss this one. If you enjoy Latin music and high-energy dance shows, this one is definitely for you. Day 7 was a sea day, the first of 2 on our way back to our home port. We started the morning relaxing in the adults-only Serenity area and then grabbed pizza for lunch. The pizza spot used to be open 24 hours, but it now closes around midnight and reopens in the morning. You can, however, still get pizza at the late night buffet, which I believe runs from 11:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Highlights from the afternoon included attending the Platinum and Diamond reunion party, grabbing a drink and relaxing in the atrium, and heading to dinner for the second elegant night of the week. And I never missed this night in the dining room because it's lobster tail night. After dinner, we went to another production show, this time Vintage Pop, a jazz speakeasy style performance. I really enjoyed this one as well. And then we finished off the night at the White Hot Night Party in the atrium.
You and the story will intrigue you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Vintage Pop. Take it away, boys.
Now. So, I want to say back in the 90s, if you remember, we had some of the best boy bands of all time. You are my fire, the one desire to me. When I say, sing it out.
Day 8 was our second sea day on the way back to our home port. We started the morning by doing the craft that was handed out during Creativity at Sea, and then we grabbed lunch at Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue, which is located outside and is only open on sea days and Embarkation Day. I really enjoy eating at this spot. I forgot to take a photo of my food, but I usually go for the pulled pork, brown beans, and macaroni and cheese. Other included lunch options on the horizon include the buffet, the pasta bar at Cucina's, and Gigi's Asian Kitchen. That afternoon, we went to a Get to Know Your Cruise Director session, where they answered questions asked from the audience. We enjoy attending these sometimes because it gives you a fun behind-the-scenes look at ship life. After that, we relaxed outside for a bit and walked around the upper decks. The Carnival Horizon has a basketball court, ropes course, mini golf course, and the Sky Ride, which is a suspended bike you pedal high above the deck in the open air. My hubby tried it on the Panorama before, but skipped it on this trip, and he says it's harder than it looks. And then it was time to head back to our cabin to start packing. Carnival gives you the option of either carrying your own suitcases off the ship in the morning or having them take your luggage off for you, which you then pick up in the terminal. If you choose the latter option, you'll need to place your suitcases outside your cabin on the last night for collection. On our final night, we went to dinner and then headed to the Love and Marriage show, always a favorite on Carnival ships. I definitely recommend getting there early because this one fills up fast. And that wraps up our ABC Islands cruise aboard the Carnival Horizon. If you'd like to dive deeper into any of the ports or the cabin tours, all the individual videos are linked in the description and organized in one playlist for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching and happy cruising.